Okay guys, welcome back. We are doing another meal service review, which I'm so excited about because these are so fun. It's so cool to try different meal prep services, to see what they offer, how they're different, what they do good, what they do bad. And I'm just so excited to share this with you guys. So this week we are trying Gobble for the first time. So Gobble's main mission is to get dinner on the table quicker so people can spend more time together than just cooking in the kitchen, which I love because I know all too well how long you can spend in the kitchen making a beautiful dinner, but there's nothing like having a quick, easy, delicious dinner and then just spending time enjoying it with family, friends, partners. That's the best part, is eating together, sharing the meal, enjoying. Even though I do love cooking, but some nights, you know, you just want to get the dinner on the table quick. So they're a meal prep service. It doesn't come ready made to you, but unlike a lot of other meal prep things that are like give you the recipe, give you the ingredients, and then you have to make it completely, they're like a halfway between that and like a fully delivered meal prep thing. They do a lot of the prep for you, like marinating, having sauces ready, all that kind of stuff. So then you just have to kind of put everything together and it's ready. And it's just supposed to be, their big thing is it's supposed to be almost ready for you. You just have to put the last little steps in and then you're ready to do dinner, which I love. I love that it's like a mix between fully made and like fully unmade, which is kind of fun. So we've got a whole bunch of food for the week. I'm super excited. One thing I'd love to note right off the bat is that their food for the week came in 2 different smaller boxes, whereas a lot of meal prep services come in like really big boxes. And I just want to say, as a tiny little girl with not a lot of muscle mass, to have 2 smaller boxes that are like easy to carry, whereas like one really big box, you know, break the back trying to like lift it in the house, bring it to the refrigerator, all that kind of stuff. So the Gobble stuff came in 2 just nice size boxes. They also came fully wrapped in, I don't know where I put it. They came fully wrapped in this kind of like there's cold packs and everything, but it also came fully wrapped in like this silver like insulated stuff. So everything was really cold when I got it, which I also love. And our first meal today that I'm very excited for is actually for my mama, because it is Mother's Day coming up and her birthday, but she's going on a trip to go see her parents really soon over her birthday. So we're celebrating Mother's Day and her birthday before she leaves today, and we're gonna make her this meal, which she's super excited about. When I told her I was ordering it, she was like over the moon, which I love because she deserves to be so happy, especially on Mother's Day and especially on her birthday. So I know I eat mostly plant-based and mostly vegan, but my family is, as we know, plant-based, but definitely not vegan. So the first meal I got is pan-fried scallops with a lemon garlic butter sauce and spring vegetables. So we've got real deal little scallops over here, and I'm gonna do mushroom scallops for mine as a sub for that. They're gonna be so excited. My mom loves a scallop, and I don't think she's had one in a super long time. All right, let's get started cooking, and we will see how it turns out, because I think it's gonna be absolutely delicious. Here's a close-up of the card. So it's got that on the front and all of the information on the back. So this is what the little baggie looks like that it comes in. Everything's all together and portioned out perfectly. Another great thing about Gobble is that you can customize how many people you have. So like 2 people or 4 people. Another reason I'm super excited for this recipe is honestly because I feel like it's such a nice springtime recipe, you know? Like it just feels fresh and fun, and the weather is so nice outside. I'm literally wearing shorts today. We've got such a beautiful week coming up, and I feel like all of these recipes are like super spring vibes. So we've washed our carrots and we're just gonna chop them lengthwise. And then we're just gonna chop our little stocky part of our asparagus off. To the pan, we're gonna add our carrots. Water. And then we're just gonna let this bad boy steam a little bit. Alright, so I've added in the little pearl onions. Then I'm heating up the pan for the scallops and my mushroom scallops. Right now I'm just about to cook my mushroom and my regular scallop, right? It's time for it. Whoa, oops. It's time for my favorite part, the plating. We're gonna put some veggies first. All right, so we got all the veg on the plate. We've got our pre-made little mashed potatoes. I'm gonna put a little bit of potato for everybody. All right, this is my mom's plate. So we got scallops, potatoes, the veg. Everything looks so good. Got the little mushroom scallops getting all crispy on both sides. And then I just added all my little seasonings on top. And this one's my plate, so I got a bunch of extra veg. And look at the little mushroom scallops. They are so tender and amazing, and honestly everyone in the family loves these too. We're gonna give a little, oh, oops. We're gonna give a little mushroom scallop a try. Texture is so good. A little chewy, a little soft. The veg just like perfectly cooked. And I think altogether, each individual thing only took me like, I mean, it was probably around like 20 minutes. And that's just because I'm a slow reader with instructions. Okay, we are on dinner number 2, and this is the tomato pesto crusted chicken. So I'm gonna do a little tofu crusted thing situation for myself, and it looks so good. There's these little polenta cakes that come with it. If you don't eat a lot of polenta, it's delicious. In Romanian cuisine, I grew up eating it a lot, and it's really good. And then we've got some asparagus on the side, and I mean, tomato pesto crusted, yeah, that sounds flippin'-tastic, and I'm starving. So here's a little close-up of our meal. Everything laid out nice and easy for us. It did get a little crumpled, but nothing we can't work with. Got all of our stuff in the bag. All right, so here's what we're working with. Look how cute this little like pesto, the tomato pesto is. 10 out of 10, gonna keep this after the fact. There's nothing better, you know, like taking this like in like a lunchbox or something, a little sauce container. So back to what we're supposed to be doing. We're going to wash and cut up our asparagus first. Now we're gonna prep our little crusting. So we've got our little panko breadcrumbs. Little ASMR. Imagine if I tapped everything like beauty influencers do, you know, like before I put it. Half the sun-dried tomato mix. So because we have 2, we'll just use one of them. That smells literally incredible. Okay. And then there's regular goat cheese for my fam jam, and I'm gonna put some vegan goat cheese in mine. Alright, so we're saucing a little bit of our vegan goat cheese in. Give everything a little mixy mix. So I have a little piece of, I air fried a little bit of tofu with some seasonings. Got that on the baking sheet. Now we're gonna add our little pesto crust on top. Tell me that doesn't look absolutely sensational. 25 5 minutes on each side. It is in there too. And this is the regular version too, which looks super good. It's nice and crispy on the outside, which I love. Dipping it in that extra little bit of the pesto, so good. And the asparagus, I mean, it's just classic. We're gonna get a perfect bite. We're gonna do a little bit of everything.
Very tasty.
Really good, eh?
Yeah.
Dinner was absolutely delicious. And I thought I would treat everyone to one of the little lava cakes because Gobble has desserts and sides that you can choose as well. So I got these little lava cakes for the fan jams, and I also got some garlic bread as a side, which is going to be delicious. And it says that you can do these in a oven or in a microwave. I think we're going to try it in the oven, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we've got our little cakes. Shove it in the oven. And then it says just to do it for 8 minutes until they're kind of glossy on top and warm throughout. I think they're going to be so good. You honestly can't beat a little lava cake. These are the beautiful little lava cakes, and I'm going to do this shot. I've got permission. Ready? Look at that lavaness. Oh, that looks so good. All ooey and gooey on the inside. All right, dinner number 3. We've got some paneer matar and naan. I am so excited about this, and so is my mom because she loves a paneer, and anything with naan, I'm there for. So we make a lot of these type of dinners at home, but this one looks, I don't know. This one looks really, really good. And we've got all our little ingredients in our bags again. So it comes with veggies, the paneer, seasonings, everything. And again, it looks like it's gonna come together like that, which is amazing. We love a quick dinner, and they're just about to leave on a flight too, so we definitely gotta go quick. So everything's ready and dinner is served in time. So we're gonna start by putting all of our veggies on a big old baking pan. All right, so here's all the little bitsies, a little overview. How good does that sauce look? And here's a little overview of our little card too. The instructions on these are so simple. It's like bing bang bang bang. So we're gonna put all of our little bits on our baking sheet. Good veg, we need 2 pans for it. Then we put half of our seasoning packs. So a little bit of olive oil. And we just gotta mix it all together. I am wearing a white top, but I mean, you guys know I love to live a little dangerously. All right, just gonna pop these guys in there. Paneer in this pan, and then we've got my little tofu paneer in this one. Looking very good. About to get nice and crispy. And our little sauce. To add are the peas, and they come in these adorable little Ziploc bags. Like, they're like resealable, which, I mean, you can just wash that out and keep it. I just think it's so cute and little. And look at that. Everything's perfectly finished. Mwah. Absolutely beautiful. Just gotta cut up the naan. So hot and crispy and fresh. Oh my god. Everything is just supposed to be topped with a little bit of Greek yogurt, and I have a little of my vegan yogurt too. We'll dollop on each. All right, look at these. This is my little bowl right here. Look how delicious they look. I was like, oh my gosh, where's the rice? I realized there's no rice, but I like it that there's half like protein, half veg, and then your carbs are the naan. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit of the tofu paneer, some broccoli, a little bit of the yogurt. It's got like a really nice, like light spice to it. Mom's not very good with spice, but I feel like this is just like that nice on your tongue, not choking you spice, but like a little kick. I think this has to be my favorite one so far. Okay, we are on our very last meal, sadly, but I'm also really excited about this one. This is the one that I'm filming a little TikTok Instagram reel for, and it is a Mediterranean falafel fattoush salad, which is, look at that, I mean, looks absolutely delish. And I started already filming on my phone, and then I completely forgot we're also doing a YouTube video. So I've got all of my little lettuce chopped up already, and now I'm just chopping up my red onion. Now they gave 2 red onions, and I think I'm literally only gonna do, one, just because red onions can sometimes be like punchy if there's too many of them. So I think I'm gonna just do 1, and we'll see. I'm also soaking them in water because, fun tip, if you soak them in water beforehand, then they get less like, again, less intense a little bit, which is really nice. So we're just gonna put that to the side. So we just have to cut up the rest of our veg and bake our little falafels. I think actually it's pan fry our little falafels, and then bake our bread, and then it's done. Of course, we gotta test the little olives. Those are really good. Weird, these cucumbers have just been like in the fridge, but this one feels like it's frozen for some reason. I don't really understand why. All right, we got our little falafels in the pan cooking, and just about to put the pita bread in as well. This smells divine. All right, can we take a moment for this? We've got the vegan feta on it, we've got the dressing, the falafels. It literally looks insane. Our pita is almost done toasting, and then we are going to dig in, and I am so excited because I just nibbled a piece of the falafel. A good falafel is hard to come by sometimes. Like, sometimes they're too dry, too wet, not seasoned properly. These taste so good. Like, so good. Like, incredible. A couple old bites of this for the other video, but oh my god, it's so good. Now it says to like rip up the pitas and put it in, but I really wanted them to stay crispy. I mean, they might stay crispy, I don't know, but you just get a little perfect bite. You put a little bit of falafel, all your veg on top, the lemon tahini dressing, I could have like drank that. It was so delicious. So, like perfect amount of sesame. I don't know. It was really, really good. Really, really, really good. This whole bowl is for me. I feel like this, ooh, it might, I know last night's was so good, but this also might take the cake for my favorite meal. It's just like, it's so filling, it's so flavorful, it feels so nourishing, you know, like, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, to be honest, but I'm gonna go enjoy this with everybody, and we'll see you soon. Okay, you guys, I was actually just editing and I realized I completely forgot to tell you that I have linked in the description a little link to Gobble, and they have an offer that they do your first 6 meals for only $36. So if you guys are interested in giving it a try, which you definitely should, if you're looking for a delicious little meal prep service, I will link it below, and yeah, you guys can use that offer. Okay, so my final thoughts on the entire meal service in a hi Tempe as a whole is love it. All of the food was absolutely delicious. So yeah, we'll go over the pros first because I did really love it. So all of the food was really delicious. I feel like so much of it was kind of like elevated and fancy, but like still really approachable and obviously really, really good. It just like all of the meals felt like they were really like, yeah, almost like expensive and nice. I don't know. They were like just a little fancier than your everyday food, which I really, really liked. And they were super easy to make. All of them literally clocked in like 15 to 20 minutes tops, which is amazing when you think about dinner, because you know how long dinner's gonna take sometimes. Obviously I have to cut down time because like I film them, and you know, you're reading the instructions for the first time. Well, I guess everyone is reading. With my learning disability, reading instructions for the first time, I'm like, that can sometimes add a lot of time because I'm rereading it over and over again to make sure I actually read it right. Yeah, the whole family absolutely loved it too. Like nobody had any complaints about any of the dinners. They just like loved them. And they also, it's so fun that you can get sides and you can get desserts too. Like people were obsessed with that lava cake. Absolutely loved it. And yeah, I love that they offer that kind of stuff too. They have breakfast, they have lunch, they kind of cover everything, and not all meal services do that. So that's a fun little extra thing. Another pro, like I said, was the size of the boxes they came in. I feel like were way better than having like just one huge box. That was really nice. Some of the, I'm trying to think like of any cons if I have any. Like I guess a con, but every meal prep thing I was like guilty of this, is like plastic. Luckily where I live, we can recycle the plastic, which is really nice. So I just keep it all, like wash it out, keep it all, and then I can recycle it. But I wish there was like maybe a way that like they could think of like making compostable packaging, or I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, there's gotta be some way around all the single-use plastic. But again, it's a convenience thing, and there's lots of stuff in stores that come in plastic too, so. And if you can recycle it, that's really good. That reduces waste a lot too. And maybe just if they had a couple more like fully vegan and or like more heavily vegetarian meals, they definitely had some really good vegetarian options. And most of the things I was able to customize vegetarian-ish vegan, obviously with my own little magic in there. But it would be really cool to see maybe a couple more meals that cater more to that. But overall, again, 10 out of 10. Super convenient, super delicious, super quick, and yeah, it was so delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.